Prinergy primary server. It's a part of a workflow. It connects with the secondary server, which is the backup EPM setup. The secondary server is also dedicated to just driving the Lottem Quantum via SCSI connection. Right now we have a workflow client running. We proved to the Epson host controller, which is running Kodak Proofing Software 5. It came over to the proofing queue, and I just released it, and it's producing a proof. It's about a 25-inch proof, so we rotated it. This is a 24-inch wide proofing system. The proofing system is set up to every day spit out a target. The built-in spectrophotometer reads it, makes adjustments if necessary. We'll re-output a new target. It also keeps the jets working because inkjets like jets working. While that is proofing, I'll also set and we'll output a plate. Final output. This has two size plates in it, but only one side is loaded right now. So I've submitted just a magenta plate as a single separation to the secondary server. That data travels over the network, so a network connection is required. This is running the Kodak Expo software, which is the direct connect for this workflow. It's not a 1-bit TIFF. It needs the Prinergy data. You can see that fired over here, and as soon as it starts, it recognizes the fact that it needs a plate. So the Lottem has this is the Lottem controller. It represents the computer inside. It's showing you the progress. It just removed the slip sheet, and now it's going to pick up the plate. It's set up for our presses. It's punch registered. I think there are 3 punches on it. So it just got rid of the slip sheet. While that was happening, the proof just finished. It's a full contract quality proof. The proofing software in the workflow, you can put slugs on it, so we have our approval information that will allow us to initially review it, sign off. It has the job name, the PDF, how it was processed. If you want to, you can have individual color bars that can be validated for grapple. The whole thing is set up for grapple right now. The plate's loading. It's still actually funneling over. All the data is not there. There's a few extra slip sheets. Apparently weren't brought out beforehand. We use those to protect the plates afterwards. So now you can see again the graphic representation. It's actually picking up the plate, it's bringing it into the punch, it's making sure there's no paper. It's an external drum. It's a 2540 resolution, not a 2400 resolution, which is millimeters instead of inches, basically. Once the plate travels onto the drum, the vacuum starts and the clamping system starts. So it's clamped around the drum. We have a debris removal unit, which isn't necessary for this plate, but some plates that ablate, you need to suck off the ablation. This is just a little extra for our system. Keeps things clean. And now the data is all there. You can see the imaging is starting, and that's a graphical representation of the process. The current setup has a plate turner. once the plate comes off the back, you'll see in a moment, there's a sensor that will lift this up so the plate travels gently and turns towards the processor. That will be about 5 minutes. Goes through the processor, and then this a plate stacker, which will stack all the plates so you can completely run this without any operators here. The Lottem itself does require an air connection for the plate loading, and this particular plate turner also requires an air connection. Primary server is a rack mount server, that's why there's no sides on it right now. We do have the rails to include with it, so it can be mounted in a rack, standard rack. The secondary was left as a tower configuration because it has to be within proximity to the Lottem. There's a SCSI connection that's driving all of the data. We're about 3/4 of the way through. Outputting multiple plates, the second plate would already be loaded and punched waiting. Speeds things up quite a bit. We're only outputting one plate here now.
For the demo.
For the demo. Now it's coming out the back. Gets that first eye. Hit that second eye at the bottom, and enter into the processor.
Processor is disconnected already. Seems no chemistry, so we'll do the demo after this time.